Hey guys, what's going on? This is a TLC pay-per-view predictions video. I haven't did these in a long time, and I usually do them by breakdown, kind of giving thoughts on each match. But this time I didn't get a chance to do that. I probably am not going to be able to do that, so I'm kind of going to do it short to the sweet. Who I think is going to win, and basically kind of give you my thoughts on who I wish would win, but probably won't win. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the pre-show is going to have Alicia Fox versus Sasha Banks. I kind of wish Alicia Fox would win, and I kind of hope she does, so this feud can continue. They need more feuds, and I think I talked about this on other videos. Is that they need to have more feuds that doesn't involve the championship. During the Attitude Era, during any other era, they've had trouble doing this. Like during the Attitude Era and before, there was always that going on, and they continued it for a while. This seems like the past 10 years they really had a struggle to have entertaining storylines within the confines of the mid and undercard. And back in the day, there were so many people that got over. I mean, Santino was one of the few, I think, that managed to have a Santino Marella had interesting feuds, and he was in the title scenes, but he would always have something interesting going on, whether he was in the title scene or not. And that's what I think they're kind of missing now, is they're not really having a whole lot of storylines. And with so many women coming in, that there's talk about a tag team title coming in sometime. I don't know when. Probably in the next five years, there may be a tag team title on the main roster for the women. And I think they really do need that with all the things coming up. That or they need their own promotion, one of the two. And you know how the promotion thing is going to go. So most likely they may get a tag team championship. Maybe on Raw. They can put more women on there. If they make both shows 3 hours, still they could still have one title between each show, and maybe the title would be kind of dependent on both shows, and they could do that way. But I think Alicia Fox should go over, but more than likely Sasha will probably beat Alicia Fox. It won't make any sense, but that's probably the way they're going to book it. It's in the pre-show. And then we get Alexa Bliss versus Mickie James also. Three women's matches at TLC. That's pretty awesome. One's a debut, one's on the pre-show, and one is this one, the title match. Mickie James taking on Alexa Bliss. I do not see Mickie James winning the championship. The only reason why I think that she may drop the title to Mickie James is that Mickie James has faced Asuka before, and that could be kind of a story they could go into. But then again, that could be a reason for her not to win as well. So Asuka could have someone else to face, because Mickie James might want revenge to face Asuka and prove that she can try and beat her again. And they can kind of tell that story of them wrestling on NXT. They really haven't ever done that, but I think there's room to start doing that and kind of interweaving things that has happened in the past. And I think if they start doing that, then they kind of have precedent to use it again later on, maybe when Bayley and Sasha have their big feud that they definitely need to have. So I see Alexa Bliss walking out the women's champion. I don't see that title going anywhere, but I wouldn't be surprised if Mickie James gets the belt, because I think it could go either way, to be quite honest, and it would make sense. Let's go ahead and talk about Asuka versus Emma. I don't think anyone thinks Emma has any chance whatsoever of winning this match. I know I watched Steven Larson. They talked about really the only reason that she would lose if somebody gets involved. If Alexa Bliss, if something happens earlier on in the show and they have an interaction in the back, maybe Alexa Bliss may get involved, cause Asuka to lose her first match, but I don't think that'll happen. That would be the only reason that probably Asuka would go straight after the women's championship, is if Alexa got on her face and basically cost her a match. Kurt Angle would just grant Asuka an immediate title shot probably when she went at Survivor Series or whatever. So I don't think that's going to happen, though. Asuka will probably win. I don't think it'll be short. I think that they'll have a decent little match. I think it'll go 5, 6, 7 minutes, I think. But I don't think it'll be a complete squash match. I kind of hope it's not, but it may be. But there's not too many matches on the card, so it has to go a decent amount of time, and Asuka can do that. I'm kind of excited to see what they're going to do with Asuka being on the main because they already have Bayley and Alexa Bliss and Sasha on Monday Night Raw. That's basically I mean, with Nia Jax pretty much gone for a little bit because of personal issues. She took some time off, and she's not going to be on Raw much longer. You have Alicia Fox. You have Dana Brooke. You have Emma. You have Mickie James, which I'm not a huge fan of Mickie James. I don't know why she's there. I could see her being like a manager, and she could have managed Nia Jax, or Tamina or somebody. But now Lana's the manager basically in the Women's Division 2. And they need to stick her with that anyway. But anyways, I think Mickie James would have been more of a manager kind of person. Maybe her and Dana Brooke could get together. I really don't think Mickie needs to wrestle. I'm not a huge fan of her wrestling ability. She's okay. I'm just not into it. I never did like her. Never. Never. Not even once did I say, man, that Mickie James, she's a great wrestler. She's okay. She's okay. Anyways, we also have Kalisto facing Enzo Amore. So I don't watch 205 Live. I just haven't watched 205 Live. It's 2 hours. It's an hour of my time. I will say 2 hours. The 1 hour seems like 2 hours when you watch the show. It's just not entertaining to me. They put too much emphasis on stories and not emphasis on matches. They got it totally backwards. If they understood what the Cruiserweight Classic was, they wouldn't do the show like this. And they don't understand. So, something on the thing. But I hope Enzo wins. But my thing is, I think that Kalisto will probably win. And then most likely, they might have a title switch on 205 Live. With Enzo getting a final title shot. And then Enzo will probably win to try and pop ratings for 205 Live. And then they will turn around and have Enzo show up on Raw with the title the following week, and that story will be told. That's what I think will happen. I think Kalisto will walk out. I wish Enzo would win, but I don't know. It's probably a 50-50 shake on the Enzo thing. The same as Sasha and Alicia Fox. If they want the storyline to continue, Sasha won't win. But if they just don't care about it and they just want a bonus match, then Sasha will lose. Then we get trying to think of the other match. There's another 205 Live match. The Brad Kendrick and Jack Gallagher versus Rich Swann and Cedric Alexander. I think Rich Swann and Cedric Alexander will win. And then pretty much I think that feud might be over with. They may continue and do something on 205 Live. That's probably what will happen. It seems to be what they're trying to do is kind of move some of the storylines that are happening in 205 Live up and to where there's another Cruiserweight feud happening. And that's pretty interesting because they actually do feuds on 205 Live pretty well. And like I said, I'm not too much into the stories because usually the stories are stupid. But now it seems like the stories are getting a little better, so I may start watching it here soon. I just want to see how this all plays out with Kalisto and Enzo. And maybe when it gets closer to WrestleMania and Royal Rumble, maybe after Survivor Series, maybe we'll see how it goes, and I may start watching 205 Live again. Yeah. Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt. I don't know what to think about this. Bray needs to win, or they need to end this feud. That's all I'm saying. If this match is really good, I thought their last two matches were pretty good. One of those matches was not that great. I liked what they did at SummerSlam. I liked what they did at Hell in a Cell. Were they at Hell in a Cell? No, that was SmackDown. I liked what they did at No Mercy. There we go. I liked that. It was really good. I liked what they did. Finn will probably win, but it doesn't make any sense why he continues to win. If they're going to continue this program and continue shoving this feud down our throats, he needs to lose to Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt needs to finally get a win since Sister Abigail is supposed to show up because they're building it as the Demon versus Sister Abigail. So we'll see what happens. I have a feeling that the other matches are going to have room to breathe, and this is going to be kind of a short one, and it's going to be kind of a stupid match. But then again, it could completely blow my expectations away. I think with Bray and Finn, there's no real expectations for what people think about the matches that they've had between each other, because they don't know what to expect, because they know how badly WWE books Bray Wyatt. They're booking Finn extremely strong, and they're keeping him strong, but then they got Bray Wyatt, who should be strong as well, because he beat, he lost to Randy Orton so horribly at WrestleMania, and he beat, the world champion, John Cena, at Elimination Chamber last year, and then they've done nothing to even prove that he's still strong. He can hang with Balor, and he can get all up in his business, but he can't win a match against Balor. So that's kind of like I said, Bray needs to win for this feud to even make any more sense continuing. They've continued to drag this on, which it would have been fine if he would have won the thing at, No Mercy. But he didn't win. He lost again. It didn't make no sense. Didn't make no sense at all. What was the other match? Oh, there's one more match. I'm going to end up forgetting a match. I know I am. There was one more, I thought, singles match, and I cannot, for the life of me, remember what the heck the match is. I think I got everything. Then we got the main event. If I forgot something, I'm sorry. I'm probably going to forget. Then we get, and there's probably going to be, there might be a bonus match in there somewhere. Dude, you never know. I mean, they might throw another one on the pre-show. You never know what they do. They may throw, like, Titus O'Neil or Apollo Crews wrestling somebody. You never know with that. Jason Jordan. I don't think Jason Jordan's even on the card. So, I mean, maybe a rematch with the Club and Elias versus Titus Worldwide. That could happen again at TLC, so we'll see what happens with that. But TLC might be an okay pay-per-view. It doesn't, like, on paper, it doesn't look very good. It looks like a pretty average pay-per-view. The World Championship is not defended. The main event is a 3-on-5 handicap match with The Shield taking on Kane, who just, that was crazy on Raw. That was the most drawn out thing, and I thought it was cool the way they did it. They didn't really have to kill Roman that much. I don't know why they did that. That's just stupid. Kane, Braun Strowman, Sheamus Cesaro, and The Miz in this TLC Tables, Ladders, Chairs match. It's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be awesome. I hope to see some shenanigans on the part of The Shield where either other people get involved because they don't like The Miz and don't like Braun or don't like the Bar. It would be amazing to see, like, Matt Hardy get involved and eliminate Braun. Jason Jordan comes out, helps eliminate The Miz. It would be kind of interesting to see different people show up since it's no DQ, and have, like, Elias get involved and the Club get involved and things like that. I just think it'd be interesting if it was more of a mixed stuff of things going on like that. But I think the Shield will go over. I mean, it's pretty much, I think they are going to go over. I think the next pay-per-view is a Survivor Series, and then it'll be SmackDown. I believe Clash of Champions is what, I know Steven Larson talked about it. I think what they said, Clash of Champions is next. And I think that's a SmackDown pay-per-view. So the next Raw pay-per-view, I'm not exactly sure what it is. So, I don't know. And I'm sure it's something else, and then the Royal Rumble happens after that, I'm assuming. Raw gets theirs, and then the Royal Rumble is... it's always weird when Raw has their pay-per-view, and then one of the four happens, which is going to happen this time, too. So is it like that every time? I'm thinking. What happened before? Well, no, because I think SmackDown's was before SummerSlam. So it must alternate. But it's going to be 2 times in a row, I think, that Raw's going to get their one of the big fours right after their pay-per-view. But I think they get nearly a month and a half to prepare after that. Because I think the Survivor Series is a month and a half after TLC. So I don't know what's going to happen there. But yeah, I see the Shield winning. I don't know. I don't think it's elimination. It's going to be basically all mayhem, and then there's going to be a pin in the ring. I can assume they're going to do the power bomb through the table. Probably most likely Miz will eat the pin, I'm assuming. With probably Dean or oh no, it'll probably be Roman that gets the pin. You know how they're going to do this. Kind of maybe Joe come back and show up and be a part of this. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Like I said, I kind of wonder if there's going to be some shenanigans during that main event, and something's going to happen to kind of set up something for the Raw the night after, and plus to kind of set up for the world title match. I wonder if Brock's going to show up. Now Brock is scheduled to take on Jinder Mahal at Survivor Series. That's pretty interesting. I'm kind of excited for that. But hey, TLC, those are my predictions. I think the Shield will go over. There'll be some cool spots in that match. I think it'll steal the show. I think it'll be a great match. I think people are really not going to have that much expectation for the main event, and it's going to blow people away. The same with Asuka. I think that her debut is going to blow people away. It's going to be shocking. I think people will pop for debuting. I think the bomb of the night probably is going to be Alexa Bliss versus Mickie James. I think that one's going to be, it's not going to be as good. People aren't going to like it. I think the Kalisto Enzo match will be entertaining. I think it'll be somewhat interesting to see what they're going to do with Kalisto and Enzo at the pay-per-view, how they're going to book that. And I do think the tag match, 205 Live matches, is probably going to actually be a sleeper that people aren't going to think is going to be good either. I think both the 205 Live matches are going to be way better than what people were expecting. That's my prediction. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my little short predictions video. I'm going to try and get this up at some point today, which it is Thursday. Oh yeah, I need to message her, make sure she pays. I just had a thought in my mind about some building paid. Anyways, hey, that's the way it works when you watch Brad breakdown video. Brad Tragic, same thing. Whatever. I get my channels mixed up sometimes. I just randomly just thought about that in the middle of the video. Oh yeah, my wife needs to pay that bill. Okay, anyways, I'll get off here. Guys, keep rocking. Keep on checking out Breakdown. More wrestling content coming your way. I'm trying to get more content up here on the wrestling channel. So stick with me. Subscribe down below. I'm getting my bearings, getting the other channel going pretty well. Uploading 1 to 2 videos a day over on there on the Brad Tragic channel. And then breakdowns coming. And there may be a lot of videos like this, because this is how I shoot most of my videos on over on Brad Tragic. But I do know now that I can upload on the phone to multiple channels, so that's really, really cool. A lot of my channels are going to get a lot of love. Probably a lot of vloggy kind of things like this, but hey, I'm still talking about the content I want to talk about. And wrestling is basically, this is what you want to see anyway. If you're a fan of watching wrestling content like this on YouTube, this is what you see all the time anyway. People just talking on the vlogging stuff. You're usually sitting down, but mine, I get a little shaky sometimes, like that. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed my predictions. I'll leave your predictions down below. Who do you think is going to win at TLC 2017, the Raw pay-per-view? And I'll see you guys later. Another video coming soon. Get ready. Keep rocking and keep on watching wrestling.